I posted this morning about how I had another disabled mutual and I hadn't seen them post in a while, and I visited their page a few times, and I'm just going to read the article out loud. Again, everything's alleged, right? I am just reading the information that I see. I'm not trying to disparage anybody, but I do feel like I should say something. So I'm going to read the news article and then I'll give you a screenshot. I left her, she had a private page too. I don't know, maybe I should have stayed in it for a little bit longer, but I do know they have like 3 screen names, and I do know that there was like 20 odd some mutuals that I had. And as somebody who's chronically ill, like I never want to talk about things like this. Like I would just rather not. But genuinely, my jaw was on the floor because I was worried that she wasn't okay and it was a scam. So, again, don't harass people in the community. This is a rarity. New Jersey woman charged with stealing more than 560,000 in phony sickle cell anemia treatments from hospital. A New Jersey woman has been charged with stealing more than $500,000 worth of services from a hospital by falsely claiming to have sickle cell anemia and then leaving without paying for her treatment. Talia McKnight was charged with 1 count of theft by deception and theft of services. She is accused of checking herself into Penn State Health Lancaster Medical Center under a false name to receive treatment for symptoms of sickle cell anemia, then leaving after about a month without paying for the more than 560,000 in services she owed. A security manager at the hospital told the police McKnight had checked into the hospital on February 2024 under a false name and date of birth. She presented documentation by a medical doctor claiming that she had sickle cell anemia and that she would self-pay for any treatment. Basically, they did a test for sickle cell anemia. It came back negative. When confronted about her negative diagnosis and concerns about her payment due, she gave hospital staff identification with a false name, signed herself out of the hospital against doctor's advice, and left. Hospital staff were told by Medicare and Medicaid around the same time that they would not be reimbursed for the services rendered to McKnight due to those agencies not having record of the name that she had provided them. Police were able to identify McKnight by searching the name that she had used to organize the GoFundMe fundraisers. So, to what I'm to understand, is the names that she was giving at the hospital were also names that she was using on the GoFundMe fundraiser, allegedly. And there's multiple articles on this, as well as an entire X account dedicated to documenting the scam. They reported that McKnight also was known by several aliases, including Abigail Brooks, Leah Ossie, and Leah Javon, which is what I thought her name was. And she raised money for physician-assisted blank in Switzerland while on an arrest warrant out of Lancaster County. She claimed to suffer from heart failure, pulmonary hypertension, and lupus on social media, insisting that she had only weeks to live. Again, alleged. There is so many articles. You can Google the name, you can Google everything, and you can find articles on articles on articles. I didn't get this out of nowhere. Now, I have several mutuals with her, and I also was on her private account until I probably should have stayed on there long enough to flag the people that were in the account, but honestly, it caught me off guard, and I'm sorry, I have like a blue tongue. I got a new drink today. Anyway, like I said, I believe there to be a third private account, but I don't know what it is anymore. It's not populating for me. But the 2 accounts that I do pull are, this one is the Unfriendly Disabled Black Fairy, and as you can see, I have 31 mutuals with them. And then there is the Unfiltered Skincare Fairy. And like I said, there is a third account. I can't find it right now. If you go to the links and stuff, all of like the donate, the shop, everything like that is still live. And so if you were supportive of this person, I would highly recommend not purchasing off of those links or giving any money. I don't like talking about things like this, and it genuinely gobstopped me. And again, all alleged, this is me speaking slightly off script. I think she's also raised money for things like a car, a wheelchair accessible car, so many things. It's so upsetting to see, and I do feel duped. I never supported them financially, but I know I shared their things. I planned on buying some of their stationery, and I'm glad I didn't. But I have shared things and commented things. Again, I went to their page. There was a lot of other people like, where have you been? Because they haven't posted since like May. But nobody's talking about like what really happened. I would imagine those who gave through GoFundMe hopefully got their money back. But I more or less just make this video, theoretically, if they were to return to socials, things like that, don't perhaps, or, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but perhaps think twice. And it's unfortunate that within our community we have to like think like that, because like honestly, I don't want to. I want to trust like everybody. Don't send hate on my behalf to anyone that I've discussed. I'm simply just relaying the information that I found on news articles that you are more than welcome and able to find on your own. And that's where I'm getting my information, nothing more. Use caution, and you can't trust everybody in this community.